mind over demands, more important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these rings?
Alexander Usyk, the former Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Good right hook. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
What a left hand! I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He parries that left jab away. These uppercuts are scoring. And shoot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow.
On to the second round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Straight right just misses. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Got out of the way of that right hook. And he caught him with a left hook. Blocks that jab. careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Holding nothing back here in the round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. The courage on display here is incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander. There's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear-up. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice job blocking the hook. The beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. Whoa, wait a minute! If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
straight right just misses. Which fighter will say no mas? Oh, no! Ali is down! You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter, Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali. Here we go in the 6th round. Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing. And
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
what a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter shot. It's all offense all the time. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Even I've got to see that again. When?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He will continue.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and what.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Breathe, just get your breath back. Right, let's get out there, get your boxing. Get your time in already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body off in the round on your jab and breathe when you step in a ring. Now it's a tougher fight. It's got to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, the other end of that jab, and you get your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. Round back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. Figure it out. Good luck. There's 1, 2 straight down the middle. You can't miss it. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Get focused. Great defense at the end of all that.
And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Misses with the straight left. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over ball.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Did you see that? Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. A pretty lopsided decision.
just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette?